Hi sweet friend, I'm Sprout. Today's project is something really special. We are going to make a pink carnation that will never fade. It works beautifully as a gift for Mother's Day, birthdays, or just to show someone you care. Once you learn this, you can get creative with it. Turn it into a bouquet, a framed piece, or even a small charm. If you would like a printable pattern, you can find it in my Etsy shop. The link is in my bio. Thank you so much for your support. But no worries at all. You can absolutely follow along with the video and make it step by step. For this project, I'm using DK weight yarn with a 3.0mm crochet hook. Alright, let's start with the calyx. We'll begin with a magic ring. Make 5 single crochets. Wrap the yarn around your pinky, then bring it over your index finger. Wrap it twice over your middle finger. Hold that crossing point with your thumb. Go ahead and insert your hook into the loop. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over, pull through the loop. Chain 1 to start. This does not count as a stitch. Now make 5 single crochets into the ring. Go right into the ring. Pull up a loop from above. Yarn over, pull through both loops. That's 1 single crochet. Use the same stitch style here. Place a marker in that first stitch. Five stitches done. Go ahead and tighten the ring. Gently pull one strand. Whichever moves first, pull that one. Pull the strand closer to the tail. Tighten until the inner loop closes. Then pull the tail. Remove the marker. Slip stitch into the first stitch to join. Lay the yarn tail along your work. Slip stitch to join. Pull the yarn through. Catch the back loop. Pull through the front loop. That's a slip stitch. And that's round 1 done. For round 2, work an increase in each stitch. Chain 1 to start. Make 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Place a marker in that first stitch. Make another single crochet in the same stitch. That's 1 increase. Repeat around. Slip stitch into the first stitch to join. And that's round 2 done. Trim the extra yarn. For round 3, make 1 single crochet, then 1 increase. Repeat that 5 times. Chain 1 to start. Place a marker in that first stitch. Make 1 single crochet. Then make 1 increase. Repeat around. Slip stitch into the first stitch to join. And that's round 3 done. Four rounds, 4 to 10, just work evenly. Make 15 single crochets each round. Place a marker in that first stitch. Work your way around. Slip stitch into the first stitch to join. And that's round 4 done. Alright, from here through round 10, we're working the same way. Each round is just 15 single crochets, with no increases or decreases. At the start of each round, go ahead and chain 1, then slip stitch to join at the end. I'll go ahead and skip through this part. Take your time and follow along at your own pace. I'll be right here waiting for you. Slip stitch into the first stitch to join. And that's round 10 done. Round 11. Work into the front loop only. That full stitch looks like a V. The front loop is the half closer to you. That's the one we'll use here. Go right into that front loop. We'll work in 5 groups, 3 stitches each. Start with a chain 3. These chains don't count as a stitch. Yarn over, then make 2 double crochets right into that first stitch. Here's how that looks. Yarn over, go right in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then pull through the last 2. That's 1 double crochet. 2 in the same stitch makes an increase. You can place a marker in that first stitch, if that helps. Right here, make a double crochet increase. Once that's done, chain 1. Look for that little V right above those stitches. Then go ahead and make a picot. Pull the yarn through. Catch the back loop and pull through. That gives you a little picot. Then move on and make 2 double crochets in the next stitch. That's another increase. Chain 3. Slip stitch into the next stitch. Keep going the same way. For the next group, go right into the next stitch. That slip stitch counts as your connection. After the last slip stitch, chain 1 here. Cut the yarn. Chain 1 and pull it tight. Then tuck that yarn tail into the piece. You can hide it inside for a cleaner finish. Go from the outside in, catch a stitch, and secure it there. Trim the extra yarn. And now the calyx is done. Next, let's move on to the flower. We'll work into the back loops left from round 11. Join your yarn in any of those back loops. Or you can join red at that slip stitch. Pull up a loop, and hold the tail under your yarn. Start with a chain 3. These chains don't count as a stitch. This is where the flower begins. Work into the back loops, 3 double crochets in each stitch. That gives you 15 groups. You can mark that first stitch here. Three double crochets in each stitch, keep going all the way around. Remove the marker, then slip stitch to join. If you're unsure, just count each group one by one. Round 12. We'll keep the same pattern, 3 double crochets in each stitch. 45 groups total. Start with a chain 3. Work 3 double crochets into that same stitch, and mark the first one. Continue all the way around. Once you reach the end, remove the marker. Slip stitch to join. And that's round 12 done. Round 3, 1 single crochet, then chain 3. Continue all the way around. That gives you 135 groups. Chain 1. Make 1 single crochet. Chain 3. Place a marker in that first stitch. One single crochet, chain 3, keep going the same way. Slip stitch to join. Chain 1, then cut the yarn. Pull it tight. Tuck in the yarn tail. You can hide it in any stitch. Once it feels secure, trim the extra. And now, the main carnation piece is done. By the way, here's a little idea you can try. At this step, you don't have to turn it into a flower stem. You can leave it as it is and turn it into a cute little charm instead. It actually looks really lovely this way. I'll show you what mine looks like. Next, let's make the leaves. We'll make 2 pieces the same way. Start with a foundation chain. Wrap the yarn around your fingers and hold the tail. Leave a little extra yarn. Bring your hook under the yarn. Pull up a loop and tighten. Make a knot. This doesn't count as a stitch. Chain 15. Yarn over and pull through. Each little V is 1 chain. Keep going until you have 15. And that's 15 chains done. Bring in your wire. Place it along the yarn, about 18 to 20 centimeters, fold it in half. Now work back into the chain. Make 8 half double crochets, then 4 single crochets. Then make an increase, and 4 more single crochets. Finish with 8 half double crochets, then slip stitch. Go into the 3rd chain from the hook. Work into that left loop. Make a half double crochet. Go right in. Yarn over. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Pull through all 3. That's 1 half double crochet. Place a marker in that first stitch. Work 8 half double crochets. then for single crochets. In the last stitch, make an increase. 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Wrap the yarn around the wire twice. This helps secure it. Then, keep going. Hold the yarn along as you work. Now work into the other side of the chain. Make 4 single crochets. Then 8 half double crochets. Slip stitch to join. Pull up a longer loop and shape the leaf. Bring the yarn over the wire. Pull it tight. Adjust the yarn tail. Trim the extra. Wrap the yarn around the stem. Continue wrapping down. Hold it in place and twist to secure. Cut the yarn. And one leaf is done. Make the second one the same way. Once everything is ready, we can assemble. Prepare your flower stem. Bend the top slightly. Insert it through the center of the flower. push it all the way through. Add a little glue at the top. Then adjust the stem into place. Grab your green yarn. Hold the tail at the base. Wrap a couple of times to secure. Then keep wrapping downward. We'll shape it nicely later. Add the first leaf here. Then attach the second one. Place them wherever you like. Keep wrapping all the way down. Once you reach the end, cut the yarn. Tie a knot to secure. Tighten it and twist slightly. Trim the tail. Add a little glue if needed. Press it into place. And now the base is finished. And your crochet carnation is complete. Tuck in any loose ends and shape it gently, and just like that, your carnation is finished. It is such a soft and meaningful little piece. You can get creative with it too. Turn it into a gift, a charm, or something really personal. If you make one, I would love to see it. Feel free to share it in the comments. And if you get stuck at any point, just leave me a comment. I am always happy to help. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to follow along. I would love to crochet with you again next time.